Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's look, we're going to be doing a red and like magenta kind of fall delicious look. And so if you want to see what I'm going to do, then just keep watching. But first, before we go any further, don't forget to subscribe because you know you want to be a part of our family. So you might as well just hit the subscribe button and become part of the family because why not? So let's jump into this video. Alright, so first things first, we're going to start off with the transition shade. And I'm going to go in with the J Create palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade first. We're just going to start working that in the crease for some transition, obviously, and some warmth. So I was like sitting here thinking, okay, what am I going to do? I kind of wanted to do like an all over magenta look. And then I thought, like the word cranberry came to my head, like calling it a cranberry look, but I was like, magenta's not really cranberry. And I thought, ooh, what if we do some red in the crease, some magenta on the lid, have it kind of ombre into each other. I was like, yep, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So that's what we're doing today. And yeah, I'm really excited about how it's gonna come out. I like whenever you're like trying to think of something you know, makeup wise or just anything in general, and like the look or whatever it is comes to mind, you're like, yes, divine inspiration. That's what I like to call it, because Jesus be giving us that knowledge. Alright, we're gonna go in with this next shade right here. Not much of a difference between these two. This one's a little bit pinkier, I guess, or more orange than this one. So we're just gonna slowly build this because I want this to go from kind of like that magenta to red to like that blown out peachy, orangey kind of crease. So these colors, I'm not worried too much about how precise they are. Just kind of making this a wash all over my lid and taking it a little bit higher than normal. And always going back in with a clean blending brush in between, just to make sure that everything is seamless. And with any of these looks, or any looks in general, it's all about how much, you know, how much intensity you like in the look. So if you want it to be more intense, you go more intense. If you want it to be lighter, you can do it lighter. Just because somebody does a look and you see it on Instagram or on the red carpet or whatever, and it's like super intense and, you know, just super blown out and exaggerative, basically. Not in a bad way, but just super over the top doesn't mean that you have to do it that way. You can take any look and make it more wearable depending on how much pressure you put, how much product you use. So it's really all about your comfort zone. Alright, next we're going to move over to this peachy shade right here and continue to do the same thing until it's exactly how we want. Ooh, that is some peach. Alright, I'm going to go back in with the very first transition shade right here, and I'm going to continue to soften those edges. Like I said, always taking a clean blending brush and kind of just further softening, but I like to take the first transition shade because I feel like it just makes it even more seamless and kind of just helps, like if you feel like there's a tiny bit of patchiness, not that I see really any patchiness in this eyeshadow because Morphe has great quality eyeshadows, but if you do see some patchiness, because sometimes that happens, if you take the very first color and just kind of sweep it over the edges, it really helps to fill in any gaps. Because I know sometimes for me, especially on this eye, I don't know why, the product, no matter what I use, just tends to skip a little bit, and I always get like there'll be like a spot here, and it's not there now, but like there'll be a spot in this spot where I cannot get any pigment to stick. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's just my eye. But I notice if I take the very first transition shade and I go back over that color, that it really kind of helps fill in that spot. So that's why I like doing that. Plus, again, it just gives it a nice ombre effect. Alright, we're gonna go in with the red color. I'm trying to figure out what brush I want to use. Needs to be a fatter brush. Alright. I'm kind of nervous about this because I don't want this to get too crazy, but I want it to be pigmented. So, we're going to go in with the Morphe 3502 palette. Woo! We're going to go in with this really beautiful red shade. And we're going to take this on this kind of brush. It's kind of domed, but still kind of wide. And we're going to slowly, and I mean slowly, and extra tapping off the excess, slowly work that into the crease. Starting off lower and not a lot of pressure, and moving my brush, turning it to a vertical angle so that I can further blend. This color we're going to slowly build up, and I don't want to take it too high because I still want there to be a little bit of that ombre effect. These moments kind of scare me because I'm like, this could either come out really stunning or this could go bad real quick. Alright, I'm going to go back in with the first brush and I'm going to take the peachy shade that we used in the crease and slowly blend that with the red. I think I'm going to do this each time just so that there is still that ombre effect as I start to build the intensity of this red. Back in with the red. Ooh, that is pigmented. I'm not going all the way in with this red color. I want this color to mainly be focused on the outer corner. I want the most pigment to be there, and as it slowly distributes, then I'll start bringing my brush in. I've never really done, I mean, blue is blue, but like a super intense red crease is a little scary because I just want to make sure it's blended. I don't tend to do my creases super intense, so this is a little out of my comfort zone right now. I think they're beautiful when they're done, and there are so many beauty gurus on YouTube that do them so stunning, but I just get a little nervous. Alright, I'm going to go in with, oh no, this brush, and I am going to go in with this shade right here to further blend out the edge of my crease so it's nice and seamless. I'm barely touching the brush to my eye. It's just very soft motions as well. I'm just going to take this brush with no additional product since it already has some red, just kind of blend even more. I am going to go in with this shade right here as low as possible in my crease for even further definition. I'm going to go in with a really small brush too. Alright, now that I have a nice gradient, we are going to go in with the magenta shade. So I have two to choose from, and I might use both. So I have the Nubian 2 palette, and I have this shade called Jezebel, which is really rich magenta shade, and it's beautiful. That's Jezebel. And we also have this Dare to Create palette, and we have this shade right here, which I think is a little lighter. Yeah. This one's pinkier, this one's a little bit more purple. So this one's more purple, sorry. So I think we're gonna start off with this shade and then work this one into that one. All right. I'm going to take my flat definer brush and start packing on the purple from the Dare to Create palette. I want to do this as well because obviously whatever lid color you put on is going to be blended into the crease at some point. And so I feel like it will further give us that ombre from, you know, dark to lighter to lighter to lighter to peach. So we're just gonna pack this on. And I'm just taking it a little bit into the crease. This is gonna be an all matte look. You could totally, wow. You could totally add glitter if you want to, but I personally love a good matte look with a shimmery inner corner, a shimmery brow bone highlight, and the rest of the face being beautiful and highlighted and smooth. I really love this brush. It's so easy to get into the nooks and crannies of my eye without going overboard. I am swiping it, but if I need there to be a little bit more color pigment, I'm just tapping my brush. And like I said, I'm just putting a tiny bit in the crease as well, and going back in with this brush to blend. I'm going to take this brush that was used with the red, wipe it off just a little bit, and hit this inner corner to blend this piece. You can't forget to blend this in here. It's coming out better than I expected. Alright, same brush, and now we're going to go in with the Nubian 2 palette. We're going to go in with the shade Jezebel. You could leave it like this if you want to, with just this color, but I just feel like it needs a little bit more depth. Kind of just tapping it in the outer corner and then lightly putting it on top of my lash line. So I think I want to keep this piece here brighter with that shade from from Morphe. And with a smoky eye, don't get discouraged because it's gonna look crazy first, and once you have everything else blended out and you have the rest of your makeup on, liner, mascara, it'll all come together. I want this to be even more defined, so I'm gonna go in with this shade called Forever right here. It's a super deep plum. I'll show you guys. Super deep, and we're going to put that exactly where we just put Jezebel from the Nubian 2 palette for even more dimension. I think I'm going to take this smaller brush for that because I want to be able to pack that on even more. Don't worry if you get fallout on your face. That's what makeup wipes are for, and we'll clean it up afterwards. Honestly, I know a lot of beauty gurus on YouTube. They like to do their face makeup first, and it kind of like shocks me because like if you have an eyeshadow that's got fallout, like I know you can bake under your eyes, you know, and put the translucent powder to keep the fallout from ruining your makeup, but I don't know, I'd be kind of scared to do that. I personally love to do my eyes first because you can see that there is some fallout on my face, and if you go to wipe that away right now, it's going to leave purple streaks everywhere. So I personally love to do my eye makeup first, but whatever floats your boat. Yes. Alright, back in and blend. Actually, I'm going to take this brush instead. This one's got a lot of that purple red on it, and talk about just smoky cranberry look. If this doesn't scream fall, I don't know what does. Alright, I'm going to take this flat brush. I'm going to go with the Forever shade on my lower lash, on my top lash line. Alright, now that I am happy with how this looks, I'm going to go in with a makeup wipe, and I am going to clean up all the fallout off my face. And all the sun's coming out. And I'm also going to sharpen up the edge. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone. And I'm going to first go in with the Nubian palette. Ooh, I'm going to go in with the shade Zuri right here. It's like a champagne gold, but not like 24 karat yellow gold. And I'm going to go in with just a touch of VIP from the Armed and Gorgeous palette on the highest point of my brow bone. I'm going to do my eyeliner and my face, and I'll be right back. Alright, so my face makeup is on and done, and now we're going to go back to the eyes for the lower lash line. So what I'm going to do is, because this look is so dramatic and just so vampy, we are going to put some black eyeliner in the waterline. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in the shade Blackest Black, and I'm going to put that in my waterline. I'm also going to tightline with it just so that it's extra vampy. You could totally leave your waterline completely bare if you want to. That would look stunning as well, but I want to make it a little bit more vampy. Alright, now I'm going to take my flat definer brush and go back in with the dark purple that we used in the outer corner, the Forever shade. This one. And we're going to put that really, really close to the lower lash line. Alright, now we're going to go in with this pencil brush, and we're going to go in with the lid color, this one, and start to smoke that purple out. Alright, now I'm going to take this brush, it's a little bit fatter, and I'm going to go in with the peachy shade that we used in our crease to further blend this out and give it some warmth. Oh. Love a good blown out lower lash line. Alright, I'm going to go into this palette right here, and I'm going to take this brush because it's the clean brush that I use. I'm just going to take a little bit of my banana powder and do the trick that Jaclyn Hill showed and put some of that in the inner corner to blend it out so that it's not such a harsh stop. For the inner corner, we're going to take the cutest little pencil brush ever, and we're going to do the same thing that we did for the brow bone highlight. So I'm going to go in with my Nubian 2 palette with the shade Zuri, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner, and then on top of that, we're going to put VIP. Because who doesn't love a blinding inner corner highlight? Hello, come on somebody. That is a blinding inner corner, guys. Nothing better than an all matte look with an inner corner like that. Alright, now we're going to go in for lashes, and I am going to take, oops, dropping stuff over here. I'm going to take my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I got it at Ulta. They gave me, like, they just threw in a bunch of, like, sample and travel size things and sample size stuff. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna coat my lashes. Alright, the lower lashes, just because I have it, normally I just use the same mascara that I used for the top lashes, but since I have this, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara because I really love the wand on this for my lower lash line. Like, it just separates everything so nicely and evenly and really lengthens. Like, look at that. Do you see that? That's a stunning mascara for lower lashes. I have to play with it more on my top lashes. Alright, I'm not going to put on falsies today because I need to go buy another pair of falsies. The other ones, it was time for them to go. So, but either way, looks, you can put them with falsies if you want. You don't have to use falsies. Totally your preference. And normally on a day-to-day basis, I would just go out with mascara. Like if I did this for church, it would just be mascara. So don't feel like you have to wear falsies. I just like them because they're just, I don't know, it just elevates a look even more and just brings even more life to it. But mascara works just as well. For lips, I am going to go in with the Bite Beauty Matte Creme Lip Crayon in the shade Glace. This is a really pretty, like, mauve-y color. And who doesn't love a nude? Okay, so I love this color, and it's such a good finish. Really creamy, just stunning, matte, but still kind of satin. But I feel like it's pulling a little too gray for this look, so I'm going to go in with the Soap & Glory Matte Lip 3D Lip Color and Sculpt in the shade Berry Much. And I'm just going to tap this on top of the Bite Beauty. I like that. Now, just because I love this lip gloss and I want to be extra, why not, right? We're going to go in with the Dose of Color lip gloss in the shade Goalz. Look at this. Let me see if you can see this. You see that gloss, how pretty it is? It's like almost clear but slightly milky with a whole bunch of gold glitter. Oh, and I love it. All right, so we're gonna go with this on top of the Soap & Glory and the Bite Beauty. This just makes your lips look extra juicy. Girl, yes. Let's just take a moment because look at that. You can just see the shift of the gold glitter and I love that. Alright, we're going to set the face with the Morphe setting spray because this stuff is so good. And there you go, guys. This is the finished look of my delicious Cranberry Sauciness. And yeah, I hope you really liked it. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know exactly when my next video is coming out. And let me know in the comments what you want to see next. I'm thinking about doing like a bronzy fall kind of glam. So if you want to see that, then just let me know. Bye.